Today on the newscast, he was Israel's national security advisor under Benjamin Netanyahu, and he says Israel must stop Iran's nuclear program by any means necessary. Watch our exclusive interview next. Hey folks, Erick Stakelbeck here. Welcome to the Watchman Newscast. The Iranian regime has assembled what may be its most radical government ever, and that's saying something. The new president, Ebrahim Raisi, a man who's sanctioned by the U.S. and has become known as the Butcher of Tehran, has handpicked his cabinet, and it's not pretty. His choice for vice president, sanctioned by the U.S. His choice for interior minister, a Revolutionary Guards commander who's wanted for his role in the 1994 bombing of a Jewish center in Argentina that killed 85 people. And Raisi's choice for foreign minister, a known anti-Western hardliner with close ties to the Revolutionary Guards and Hezbollah. Now, for more on this dangerous new Iranian government, check out yesterday's Watchman Newscast live stream right here in our archives. We broke it all down for you. Radical Iranian revolutionaries across the board, folks, and that foreign minister position in particular will be crucial as the U.S. and Western powers try to revive that disastrous Iran nuclear deal. A nuclear Iran is a massive problem for the Sunni Arab nations, the U.S., the West, and an existential threat for Israel. And when we're talking about Israel's national security, you will not find a more respected authority than Yaakov Amidror. He's a former major general in the Israel Defense Forces and served as the national security advisor for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu from 2011 to 2013. He's now a senior fellow at the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security, and he joined us recently at TBN's Jerusalem studio for an exclusive interview in which he said Israel must do whatever it takes to stop Iran's nuclear program. Take a look. General, I hear sometimes in comments from viewers, why does Iran hate Israel so much? Weren't they allies in the 1970s? You know this better than anyone, the ideology that drives the Iranian regime. Can you explain to folks what exactly is this ideology that drives the regime to want to wipe Israel off the map? What drives them, the Iranian regime?
I think it's not just ideology. The basis of it is ideology. It's strong religious conviction that Israel as a Jewish state in the area that's supposed to be a Muslim area does not have the legitimacy to exist. Remember, Israel is in the middle of area which from Gibraltar to the borders of India, all the people here, all the countries here are either Muslim or Arabs or both. Sure. Israel is the only non-Arab, non-Islamic state. It's the only democracy in the area. It is the only open society in the area. In a way, it is the long hand of the Western culture in an area which is against the whole idea of the Western values. Look at the attitude towards women as an example. What does it mean? Look at the whole Middle East. And it's not a surprise that the countries which had been democracies in the Middle East are slowly becoming less democracies. Sure. And Israel is becoming more open and more democracy. And you know what? Even the Arabs in Israel have more rights than any other place in the Middle East.
For everyone out there who's still saying, well, you know, maybe we sanction them, the Iran deal, maybe it will work. Why can Iran never be permitted to acquire a nuclear weapon?
Because they are very serious about their wish, desire, and hope to destroy the state of Israel. One of their leaders said in the past, Israel is very little, it's a one-bomb state.
Rafsanjani.
And he didn't speak about the ordinary weapon system. And this is why it doesn't matter what our good friends in America will say. It doesn't matter what our good European friends will say. At the end of the day, Israel should not allow the Iranians to have nuclear military capability. And if that, the meaning of it is a need to take 400 Israeli Air Force aeroplanes and to bomb the facilities, that should be done because Israel cannot allow Iran to have military nuclear capability. Whatever will be the circumstances, whatever be the nice words around the world, whatever someone will promise us, we learn from the past, we learn from the history, we believe those who are saying that they want to destroy Israel. We have very good intelligence which is showing us that they are serious about it. The archive which had been brought by our Mossad from Tehran is very clear about it, and we don't let them to do it.
And there is a track record of 1981 with Osiris and 2007 with Syria. Israel has shown we will not allow an existential threat to develop at our doorstep.
Good two examples.
It is a real privilege to get the opportunity to interview someone like General Yaakov Amidror, who, again, is one of Israel's foremost national security authorities. Now, if you like that clip and you want to see my full interview with General Yaakov Amidror, you can see it tonight on the Watchman TV show at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Hey, if you like the newscast, you will love our 30-minute weekly show on TBN, the world's largest Christian television network. So be sure to check that out tonight. And also the show airs Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern as well, so you can catch it then too. Thanks for joining us today here on the newscast. Until tomorrow, God bless you. And remember, never hold your peace. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the Watchman Newscast. If you enjoyed this episode and want to see more, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, click subscribe, and tap the bell icon to turn on notifications for new Watchman Newscast episodes every weekday.